All right, you dysfunctional people, I have a quick story for you. I was wondering if anybody else has run into the same problem. Now, recently, I went to one of the fast food places, won't tell you which one, and it wasn't about the food, it was about the money exchange. Now, this came out to $14.08. I thought, okay, I'm just going to handle a $20 bill and 8 cents. I handed that over to the person in the drive-thru window, and the kid, the look on his face was so amazing. He was like, "Why are you giving me change?" And I said, "Well, I don't want change back. I just want bills. It's rounding it up." And he goes, "I don't get it." And I said, "Well, just punch it into your computer. It'll come back $6. No worries." And he's like, "No, you're trying to rob me. You're trying to cheat me." And I said, No. It's $14.08. Here's $20.08, $6. And I said, "If I give you the $20 bill, you're going to hand me back $5.92. And he was like, what are you, some kind of genius?" And I was thinking, oh my God, I've got an idiot at the drive-thru. I said, "No." I said, "It's basic common math. I just don't want all the change." It used to be at times I collected all, but today I just didn't want it. And so I go back and forth. I'm like, forget it. I just wanted my damn food. So I was like, here's the 20. So it gives me the $5.92. And I said, "Hey, by the way, can I hand you the 92 cents and the 8 cents, rounding it up to $1? You just give me a dollar bill." And he goes, "No, that's not enough money. You're trying to rob me." And I was like, "In what way?" And he goes, 92 plus 8 is only 100. And I said, "Yeah, that's $1. And he goes, "That's not enough money for $1. And I was like, oh my God, these people are out here voting, breeding, running businesses, and I am just absolutely flabbergasted. I was like, just give me the damn change. So, excuse my French, I hate to be flustered by this, but I'm just wondering, is anybody else just stopping and realizing the situation, our economy, our society, our future of our country is going to be in the hands of people like that absolutely cannot think or fathom? I don't even know if he knows how to use toilet paper properly. This is what's going through my head. I mean, if simple math is complexing him, how is he able to function in life to do all the other little things? And so, do y'all think about this? Has anybody else? Please tell me I'm not the only one that's gone through this. And where are we going with this? Where is our society? How are we going to evolve? I see so many challenges. So Mike, put a Y, yes, you've experienced it, or an N, no, that no, you have not. I'm just kind of curious. I can't be the only person, but it just seems like the weirdest thing possible. God bless. Be safe. All right, you dysfunctional people, I have a quick story for you. I was wondering if anybody else has run into the same problem.
So, yeah, this is what's wrong with the American education system. Yeah, there's so many students that just aren't taught these things. It seems like it's just not important. I don't know what it is. I don't know where the breakdown is, but I've met a lot of adults that can't do, simple money exchange like this guy's talking about. Is just kind of scary.
This is killing our country. It's killing our finances, and it's killing our culture. Look, you want to come here legally, you want to ride eagles, love the flag, speak English, pay taxes, and not take benefits? Dude, come on in and be my friend. But that is the only way we should accept people here anymore. This country is about saving our culture. Okay? If I wanted to experience Somali cuisine, I would go to Africa. If I wanted to try Sharia law, I'd go to the Middle East. If I cared about Diwali or the Asian New Year or communism or globalism, whatever else, I'd go to the countries that do that. And if I wanted to press 2 for English, I'd go to Mexico. But not here. If I wanted to learn about other cultures, I'll just get myself an atlas. But in my own country, I want to do American things. I want to launch fireworks on the 4th of July. I want to celebrate Christopher Columbus, not tear down his statues. And I want to drive my diesel pickup truck rolling coal down whatever highway I please. I don't want my congressman beholden to any foreign country or taking a dime from any of their interest groups. I want to say Merry Christmas. I want the 10 Commandments and the wall at my kid's school. I want to eat bacon wherever I want. I want teachers to bring everyone up to the highest standard, not settle down at the lowest common denominator. I want the first day of hunting season to be a school holiday. I want the American culture to be the only thing people embrace here. And the only way to do that is to get rid of people who broke our laws to get here that don't respect our culture in the first place. Many of who are trying to make this country exactly like the dumps they fled from. Here's my plan, and it will work, but you got to get like all the consultants, all the white shoe law firms, and the washy politicians, especially get the bureaucrats out of the way. Stay with me here, okay? If they get in the way too, you got to like fire them, prosecute them. Look, I'm looking at you, Pam Bondi, okay? You really actually want to make this omelet? Let's break some eggs. 1, the work system, E-Verify, or something like that. Trump talked about this like 10 years ago.
We will ensure that E-Verify is used to the fullest extent possible under existing law.
You take away the ability to work here, and they will stop coming here. And to the ones already here, all companies would have 30 days to implement on all current employees, or they'll confiscate 100% of those annual profits from that business. Kind of an incentive to abide by the law. 2, schooling. All schools would require verification of legal status for all students because our schools are overrun right now.
Immigration officials in North Carolina spotted in more cities, and the people of the state want them out. More than 30,000 students in the Charlotte area kept home from school on Monday.
And if they don't want to cooperate, Linda McMahon, pull all the funding. 3, Trump, you had this plan on day 1.
I would build a great wall, and nobody builds walls better than me, believe me.
Build it. You could do it for a fraction of what we gave Ukraine that was wasted or defrauded. You could have it done in a year. 4, get the people who are here illegally the hell out of here. If they can't work, most will probably leave. If their kids can't go to school, a lot more will leave. But some will hang on in hope for a change of administration, so you got to get them out. This is killing our country. It's killing our finances, and it's killing our culture. Look, you want to come here legally, you want to ride eagles, love the flag, speak English, pay taxes, and not take benefits?
Remember, if you're Hispanic, you're not supposed to like Trump. If you're Hispanic, you're not supposed to support ICE. That's what Democrats want you to think. See, everything I did in this country, I'm so grateful because the country that I came from, the roof I have right now, this is a luxury for me. We didn't have that. See, my mother was a mother of 6. And when we came to this country, the United States of America, for more opportunities, we knew that opportunities were not going to come to us. We had to go out and get it. There was times in my life where I had to sleep in the same room with my siblings in one room because we couldn't afford anything else. Success is based off what you put in, not what others give you. While some others are like, well, you forgot your roots. No, my roots is and will always be Ecuador. I know I came from there. But right now I live in the United States. I raise my right hand for this country, for the Constitution. I remember my oath. There's some people that say, oh, remember your oath. You don't support one person, you support the country. I know I support the country, but I respect the president that's up there, and I respect the people that are here, and I respect the law and order that exists in this country, because other countries, they don't do that. And remember, be humble, always. Remember.
And they're like, look, dude, we're just trying to check and see if this is your house. And then it got to a confrontation. Barack Obama commented on that without knowing any information. He bashed those police officers. And then when the truth came out, because the body camera came out, he never recanted his statement. He would go story to story to story bashing police officers and never recanting when the information came out that he was wrong. And I remember thinking to myself, like, I will never in my life support anybody that can't support the men and women that wear that uniform. And I just said, I can't look at the Democrats the same. I'm going to start looking at Republicans. Ben Carson was my favorite. And I'm sure you guys are familiar with him. One of the greatest men to ever live in American history, world history, actually, when it comes to him separating conjoined twins from the head at, the infants. And he was running for office, and Donald Trump was running for office. Now, the context of Donald Trump, I don't know what the people are smoking today, but back then, before Donald Trump ran for office, he was the man. Donald Trump was world known. He's, a real estate guy that can make a lot of money. Everybody loved Trump. Nobody said anything bad about Trump unless they were jealous of his success. So he's running for office. And you got a serious man that's a Christian, and then you got Donald Trump. And at the time, Donald Trump, to me, it was like he was kind of like mocking the political process, right? He go in, he say whatever he want to say. He's making these people look stupid because they got to read a script and they got to say all these things right, and he's just saying whatever comes to his mind. And in my mind, he was just doing that, getting fame. You know, he's on television, name recognition, and he's going to go off and be a billionaire doing his own thing. But Ben Carson drops out of the race and he endorsed Trump. And I'm like, Ben Carson is not a fool. Like, it's got to be some reason why he's endorsing Trump. Maybe Trump, and he was leading in the polls at the time, Donald Trump was. So in Tucson, Donald Trump has an event. He has a rally. And so I worked the night shift and I said, I'm going to stay up and I'm going to go to this rally. I need to see if this guy's real. I mean, you know, he's really serious about this or he's just a celebrity going on tour. And in the media during that time, Donald Trump was considered a racist. He was, they show these videos of him kicking black people out of his rallies. And it was this whole sentiment of the white supremacists who were backing this guy and this racist guy who's now doing all these things. But I get there and the protesters were out of control. They were screaming at people. Somebody yelled at me and said I was a white supremacist. Now, you know how stupid that is. I mean, probably the only black guy there, and I'm a white supremacist. And I get into the event, so I see how crazy and lunatic. They burning incense. I mean, they trying to block the doorway. All my cop friends are there trying to protect people. They got to lock arms so they don't bum rush the doors. I mean, it was insane because Hillary Clinton had just come the day before. Her and Bernie Sanders did at the same venue. Nobody cared. Nobody showed up. There was no confrontation or nothing. They just came and went. But for some reason, when Trump was there, they were acting a fool. We get into the event. Everybody was nice. Everybody was cool. It was like America. Everybody was blended. You had black, you had white, you had veterans, you had all this stuff. It was very different than what the media was showing. Donald Trump come out. He's a rock star. Everybody loved him. He said everything that I believed in, that I wanted America to be, Donald Trump was saying those things. And he kind of won my vote. And I said, you know what? The media was so deceptive and the lies that had been told was so ridiculous that I said, I'm gonna make a video about it. Now, I didn't make a video because I was a social media guy. I was not on social media whatsoever. I would just post scriptures on social media. I was a cop. And as a cop, you have to avoid social media stuff altogether. So I just didn't want to type out my whole experience on some news thread. So I said, I'm gonna make a video. And I made a video, went to sleep, and thought nothing of it. I wake up to 35 missed calls. Now, in my mind, I'm like, oh, did I miss my shift? Am I fired? Like, what happened? I didn't think nothing about that rally or that video. And they're like, look, dude, we're just trying to check and see if this is...
Anything that Donald Trump does, good or bad, you know, good, whatever, it's, you know, Democrats feel they have to do the opposite. My favorite now is Democratic women being told, pregnant women, to not take Tylenol, do anything, but don't take Tylenol. And to spite him, pregnant Democratic women are taking Tylenol. I'm trying to reach out to the White House to just see if I can get President Trump to make another announcement. Whatever you do, don't blow men over 50 who are traveling in the greater Philadelphia area this weekend, specifically over the bridge in Collinswood with their band. Whatever you do, don't.
I just got seriously humbled by a 70-year-old man at the grocery store. We're all lined up to go and pay for our stuff. He is lined up in front of me, and this lady comes out and is like, you're in the wrong spot. You guys need to line up over there. So me and another lady go line up elsewhere. He stays there. He's clearly confused. He's a senior citizen. It's fine. It happens. It's gonna happen to me. I get it. So she comes out again and says, you can't line up here. You have to line up over there. And he goes, oh, okay. And so he's going to walk behind me, at which point 4 other people have jumped in line behind me. I'm like, no, that's not fair. I was like, you were in front of me. You go ahead. You can go in front of me. He's like, oh, are you sure? I was in front of you? Are you sure about that? I was like, yes, I'm sure. You were definitely in front of me. Hop in. He's like, oh, you know what? Thank you for your honesty. It doesn't happen very often anymore, and I really appreciate you being honest. I was like, oh, no worries. It's fine. He's like, it's such an odd world we live in now, and I just don't know what to think of it anymore. I was like, oh, yeah. philosophical here. I love this. Yeah, it is an oddball world. I agree with you. It is odd. Things are not going well for society right now. And he goes, sometimes I'm happy that my life is almost over, so I don't have to live in this world anymore. I was like, what? What? If simply letting somebody in front of you at the grocery store is a massive gesture of kindness, we have to do better as a society right now. Our senior citizens don't know how to take this world that we're currently living in. I just got serious.
See, but that's the thing, and I'm glad that your cousin gets to be safe on the bus now, to go to work, to be a law-abiding fucking citizen. See, this the shit niggas don't want to talk about, bro, because we want to sit here and blame the white man, blame the system, blame the drugs, blame the guns, blame the CIA, want to blame everybody but the niggas that's out here choosing to do this shit. You know what we say when I say they choose this shit, you know what the niggas come back and tell me? Bro, you don't understand because you ain't never lived it. Again, when they tell these stories about this hood shit, they tell the story as if we didn't grow up right next to them, as if we weren't in these same hoods with these niggas, watching them do the shit, disrupt the fucking classroom, make it hard for everybody else to learn because they dumbass couldn't read without stuttering and fucking with their finger on the goddamn book. But instead of trying to learn, they want to disrupt the class and then get put out. Y'all be acting like we wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit that be pissing me off with this shit. But nah, it's the white man fault. You know, everybody loves Snowfall. Oh, we love Snowfall. Franklin. Oh, yeah. He should have won. He should have got the money. Y'all glorify that type of shit, right? But Franklin was straight A fucking student. Could have went to the FBI his goddamn self. What did Franklin do? He sought out them niggas. He went to go looking for the powder. Cause he chose that shit. Then everybody thought, oh, girl daddy, who was the police officer, was the bad guy. Whole time he trying to clean up the streets. That's all he was trying to do. Make a safe space for his fucking daughter to grow up. But no, what did Franklin do? Off that nigga. Then turn around and got his daughter strung out on crack. My bad. Franklin could have went to the CIA. My partner, when he first moved out there to Atlanta to go be a police officer in DeKalb County, that nigga bought his house. Damn near it was like 2-3 weeks after he moved into that fucking brand new fucking house built from the ground up. Some niggas broke in his shit. Kicked his back door in, and all they stole was his fucking guns and a PS5. Skipped over all the valuable shit. Stole some guns and a PS5, bruh. And he got to go put burglar bars on a brand new fucking house in the middle of the man, bro. Done broke into his fucking car. Sitting in his fucking driveway. He left his car out one night. We was on the game. He went to go get a haircut. The matter of fact, that's when they broke his shit. When he went to go get a haircut, they broke in his house. And the second time he went to get a haircut, left his car outside because it was raining. We was on the game. Nigga left his car out one night. Broke in his shit, but they can't steal it. He got a Scat Pack. Now he got a Cybertruck. They can't, that's white, that's young nigga proof there. They ain't breaking in that shit. Broke in his Scat Pack, stole his gun out of there. They couldn't steal the car because he got a kill switch on it. Wasn't no white man there doing that. That was niggas. Then when they broke into his house, his neighbors and shit said they seen some sketchy ass niggas sitting in the back. Ain't nobody say nothing. Now if you was in a white neighborhood, they said them dudes was back there camping his house out that entire time. The minute he left is when they busting that. None of them niggas said nothing. But y'all always want to have a nice soft spot for these grown ass men to land on. Cause that's what it is. These grown men, y'all always want to have a safe space for these niggas making these piss poor decisions in our community, terrorizing our community. Y'all want to give them the hope. Oh man, they mama couldn't get to them. The pastor couldn't get to them. Auntie, the grand, can't nobody get to them, but somehow we random strangers on the internet and shit in the community is supposed to get to these dumbass niggas. No, y'all, they walk around like somebody owe them something. It's everybody else's fault. Y'all give a white man so much credit over y'all fucking lives, but that's because y'all never had these niggas. The type of niggas that ain't never had nobody in their life hold their feet to the fire and not let them walk around giving a bunch of fucking excuses. I couldn't have it when I was growing up. Even if, mama, the teacher, she raped. Okay, what can you do? What are you doing? What can you do to make sure your grades ain't fucked up to give that racist ass teacher a leg up on you? We was a very, that's the one thing I can say about my household. It was very solutions based. I was not able to walk around with a fucking excuse that I don't let no goddamn white man have no fucking control over my goddamn life. Y'all so goddamn weak. It's always the white man, the system, the white man. Like, goddamn. No dominion over your fucking life. Walk around like somebody owe y'all something. You ain't even owed the sight in your motherfucking eyeballs, the breath in your goddamn lungs. Y'all ain't owed shit on this planet. But that's how y'all think, and that's how y'all walk around. It's just crazy how all of us was next to these niggas, but somehow that little girl can choose to go to college. That little boy can choose to go to grade school. But them niggas? Nah, but then y'all want to make excuses for them. Fuck them, bruh. See?
Y'all weak. All right. Let me know what y'all thought in the comments. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Definitely helps the channel. And I love doing this. So I'll see y'all next time.